Hey guys, how's it going? I have a little guest over, sorry. And also sorry about the workout here, because this is what we do when we work out. We put the headband in, and this is how we can get sweaty and gross, and it still looks remotely okay. Sorry about the lack of vlogs the past couple of days. It's been a little bit nutty, and I don't even remember what the reason was yesterday. Very busy. I was out all day, I had some meetings, and then I got back late, yada yada. Oh, and then we had that's what it was. We had all kinds of storms and my power was out for a while. So what are you gonna do? But anyway, the week's been going pretty good. I had some kick-ass workouts a little bit earlier in the week. Obviously, I'm getting ready to do another one today, tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'm heading to Indianapolis. So those of you in Indianapolis, I'm there. It's kind of really a business thing. We're there for the Indy 500 with Chevy, but I should be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the race. I don't even know what the car race is. It's kind of a guy thing, right? And then I'll be coming back this way Sunday afternoon. But I've got to make sure I get in my workouts while I'm there. That's all there is to it, because still feeling like I have to make up. I was updating my calendar, you know, Mr. Flo, and Dave, how's it going? I was updating my calendar, you know, my workout calendar where I write everything in, my workouts for the month of May, and I'm just, remember I had that whole week, that crazy travel week? Granted, there were reasons, but still, it's just kind of an eyesore on my calendar of like really great accomplishments. Is my top crooked? Sorry. It's really depressing to look and see like a whole week of nothing and unhappy smiley faces. So I've really got to make the rest of the last of this month really good, workout-wise, and then make June and, you know, obviously the rest of the year just kick butt. So, I mean, things are going really well. It's really interesting, like I said. Diet is going really well. I just feel a lot better about kind of just the whole, I know this sounds very Oprah, the whole relationship with food. This Eat, Stop, Eat thing has just changed my relationship with food. It's not the first thing I'm thinking about. It's not what I'm thinking about all day. It's not like the end of the world, having a cheat meal or something that's not planned. I'm more restrained, I'm more in control, and literally, I just had someone show up here, and the first thing they said, I was in my workout clothes because they had to drop something off, and they said, wow, you look like you've lost weight. So I mean, it's just such a great feeling. Definitely things are moving in the right direction. I'm so excited. Taking out, you know, clothes from last year that I wasn't wearing last year, and I know I'll be wearing them this year. I mean, that's just a really awesome, exciting feeling. And again, I always have to do a shout out to my friend Amy, because she's the one that's gotten me moving in the right direction on so many things. But you guys, you know, it's in the mind. So many of you write to me and go, you know, how do you stay so motivated? How do I get motivated? How do I get started? And I'm like, seriously? You've got, it's a constant thing. Right now, okay, I have a crazy day today. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got my workout clothes on because I know that it sure is hard for me to take these workout clothes off when they're not full of sweat and I haven't done a kick butt workout, okay? Do little tricks to make sure that you keep staying on that good roll, because I think we've talked about this before. It happens to me, I know it happens to all of you. If you get in that phase of not working out, it just becomes easier. I don't know why, okay? If you didn't work out the day before, it's very easy to be like, I didn't work out yesterday, one more day isn't gonna kill me. However, if you're on the opposite, where you're working out regularly, you're feeling good, and you've got this kind of schedule in your head that you know when the bad thoughts come in, you just anticipate it. You anticipate it and you have that reaction. You're able to talk yourself out of it and talk yourself into that kick butt workout, because you know you're gonna feel better, right? Do it. But I'm telling you guys, it's not, when I say it's a daily or, you know, weekly struggle for me, I certainly don't want to say, you know, there's some people I've read, like Oprah has said this, or some other, you know, celebrities or people that we know, that they don't work out, or they don't like to work out. They hate it. They do it because they want to lose weight or whatever. And then there's people like me, I love working out, and I love knowing that, you know, I'm creating lean muscle and seeing the changes in my body. I love it, but still, when you have a crazy schedule, and who doesn't? I mean, well, I know a couple people people, I'm not going to name any names here, but when you have a really busy schedule, like we all do for whatever reasons, it's the challenge of making those sacrifices. Something's got to give so that you can fit this in. You know, you're either going to have less relaxation time at the end of the day, you're going to have to, you know, say no to the kids, make time at work, you know, go into work later, work out earlier, work out later, whatever. You got to do something. You can't do it all. And that's where I think the challenge comes in, and sticking with it is, you know, either if you put it off to the end of the day, then you're arguing with yourself because you're tired and you have other things to do. I mean, it's just, it's always going to be a struggle. I mean, even if you're, you know, what's the other excuse we hear all the time? Oh, well, if I was wealthy and I had a personal trainer and a chef, whatever, I'd be skinny. Guess what? That's not the case. Because again, let's look at Kirstie Alley. Let's look at Oprah. I could go on and on and on. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but these people have unlimited wealth and unlimited time. Okay? Kirstie Alley, aside from having a camera in her house, like I do, okay, isn't doing anything other than just kind of being heavy all day, okay? And Oprah is a very busy person, but she has plenty of time. So it's all a matter of what you decide to do, okay? I remember watching one of those Kirstie Alley shows one time when she first signed up with the trainer, and she was scheduled to get up, I think the next morning or whatever, and the alarm went off at 5 in the morning, and you know, her assistant comes in to wake her up. Wouldn't it be nice if we all had an assistant that could come in and wake us up? And so her assistant comes in to wake her up, and she's like, I don't want to do it. Tell him I'm not here, and if he shows up, just... So if you don't feel like doing it, it's your decision. You can hire a trainer. They can show up at your house every day and make your healthy breakfast, but if you don't feel like doing it, you're not going to do it. So again, understand that it's always going to be a challenge. Getting in shape and staying in shape, always going to be a challenge. It's always going to be an effort, period. So all those excuses, you got to get rid of them. If you decide you want to do it, do the work, understand it's a challenge, and it's also a lifelong challenge, okay? You don't just get fit and then go, okay, I'm done. You know, you've got to stay busy. So that tends to be a lot of what I'm talking to people about. It's been the #1 thing I get questions on, and then, you know, the other thing lately, of course, is a lot of questions about the whole diet and how I've changed my diet and how it's just changed my life. On a side note, no, I'm not even going to share that. Just had some interesting stuff yesterday. You might have seen it on my Facebook wall, but literally, you guys have talked about this before, where I'll be right there, honey. Anyway, so I just was posting because I've shared with you guys how there's these guys that I've encountered in the social media spaces, whether it's blogging or Twitter or Facebook, and they're just so immature. I kid you not, I had a guy who I've never met in person. We've done kind of some, I don't want to say we've necessarily done business together. We had complementary businesses, and I introduced him to, you know, a couple people in business and so on. So he was in Chicago over the week. And he had sent me a note saying, you know, hey, can you show me around, whatever. Well, for those of you that don't know, I live in the Chicago suburbs, okay? For me to get downtown, it's like an hour and a half on a good day. So when I venture downtown, I try to make sure I have a lot of appointments, you know, together. I can't just be like, hey, I feel like going downtown today. Really, it's kind of a big deal. You can get stuck in traffic, whatever. So apparently I didn't get back to this person to tell him, you know, some restaurants to try. So he went on my Facebook wall and basically said, hey, thanks for showing me around Chicago, unhappy face, and then deleted me as a friend. Seriously? I mean, what are you, 4? Seriously. I've never even met you, and I didn't have time to come downtown because I have a JOB at appointments that I had to go to, and now you want to be like, I mean, seriously, that's what I feel like I'm dealing with. I digress. I have to go because we've got stuff going on today. You guys have a good rest of the day. I will see you soon. And no, to answer your questions, the psycho raccoon is gone. He hasn't been back, so thank you. If somebody showed up outside and got him with the slingshot, I'm totally down with that. Talk to you guys later. Ciao!